can't even hear you, I've got music on.
Can't even run in there now, man. I've been in there already.
What's the time? 28?
What's the meet time?
6:30. The chef of all chefs, like, I've never been to a club here where they cook as well as you do. What a pleasure.
Ah, long time, brother. In here is great. Hey, where's one of the masks, Jake?
Hey, it smells
no, what it is. I think you can use the toilet as well, you know.
The mask is actually proper.
What happens to the toilet?
That's man shit. Do something else, man.
Hey, I'm gonna have to blur the camera.
Oh, where's my guy?
You never been there before? Come on.
So you smell that? You can't smell that?
Why do you always take your fingers? Not all goalkeepers do it.
Do you know what? 90% of goalkeepers do, fam. And it's more wear and tear and protection, innit?
But then I see you do it and then you just take it off and then go without. It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's just a pre-match ritual, innit?
If you put super glue in your goalkeeper gloves, would that be cheating?
It technically would be. That's why there's a rule. There's actually a rule in the FA. You're not allowed to use glue.
For real? Okay, we're gonna have to put it up on the screen.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get rule 47.2.
He's not lying. He's not lying. But God, if you're listening,
You're not allowed to do it.
Say, where did you make the move?
Real, innit?
Real convinced you?
Didn't even need to convince me. They told me it was here.
And that was it?
I was trying to play football with my friends, innit?
Yeah, how do you not even get paid, bro?
But
yeah, also, it's not good to talk about money, but it just shows you your heart's at.
I'm gonna start that rumour because next season they'll call me and offer me no money. King said to me, whatever's in the envelope, just take that.
Yeah?
So I don't even know. It could be 10, it could be 5 bills. Who knows? Depends on the result.
£40 a week.
Basically, if you score and if that cancer scores, does that count as a brace or is it? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it does. It does.
It's the same person, isn't it?
They don't just put ants on the thing.
Another one today, man. Yeah. Another solid performance.
With 2 yellow cards in back-to-back games, he's been fined more than he's earning.
Ben, you stop meeting like this, man.
Those of you that have been looking at the table, you've seen that, yeah, K Sports are dropping results, but Canterbury have climbed up. They're only 6 points behind us. We have a chance today to go and extend that gap to 9 points, and that has to be the priority. As you can see, those of you that have read the match pack, we've kind of changed a little bit of what we're going to do because of the pitch, because of the surface, because of the opponent. So it's going to be a bit more of a battle, especially in those midfield areas. That's where someone like Diggers comes in. We can't afford to keep giving away sloppy goals, conceding sloppy goals, giving opposition opportunities. And that's what it comes down to. We're giving opposition opportunities. And for that, we have to limit that today. Everyone understand? The tactical stuff, JR, will go through with you when we go back inside. For now, let's get on the warm-up starting here. Let's go.
Come in, boys.
Zach, how you feeling?
Easy, still on split stiff, bro.
Yeah? You get the job done? Yeah? Yeah? Rion! Rion! Sorry, man, editing must have been wrong, bro.
Yeah, we do the hard work. We do the dirty work. We make it horrible for them. That makes sense? Yeah. Then we understand, boys. Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
The brain's working something out. We've had 3 colleagues sacked this week: Graham Potter, Patrick Vieira,
Talking about sackings.
and Brendan Rodgers. What would you like to say to your colleagues?
I think Patrick Vieira was harsh.
What do you know about Glebe?
They're not going to be a walkover. So it's just important for us to just get the 3 points, Chris, man. And just make being safe a quicker process. Because the longer you wait, you don't want to wait until the last game of the season.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, hi.
I was just speaking to
from?
Me, at the moment, I live in Bean.
the people viewing now, man. What's your thoughts on the Dons?
It's hard to say. I think they're so used to success that maybe this year, and I saw them go out to the Nationals the other weekend. That can feel like a failure, but it's not, because it's all progress. And I think you just got to keep progressing. You've got to use that to fuel next year and fuel the progress.
Big up, Neil.
Big up, Chris.
Anything for the Dons?
Anything for the Dons, always.
Good to see you, man.
You too, brother. Good?
All good, yeah, man. Can't complain, man.
Grafting, mate, as always, boy.
That's it. You come to see.
Good for you. Well, we're playing Glebe soon, mate, so I've got to keep my eyes on them.
Yeah?
Got some big games coming. I think we're trying to win this league.
That's it. I respect it still, man.
Yeah, mate.
Always studying.
Yeah, boy, that's it.
It's been a struggle trying to get a goalkeeping coach. So I brought in 2 young goalkeepers that I brought into training. PC I had involved from the X1 game, and I've coached him since he was a kid. Coached him since he was about 10 years old, so now he's like 16 this year. Hello! We're getting to that closing part of the season, yeah, so for me it's about making sure that the objective gets ticked off and the performances are good as well. So, i.e. staying up, i.e. finishing off with some clean sheets as well.
Listen, as you can see, yeah, Big G's running, yeah. I can't even run, people. My back is flipping mash up, but my knees bash up. I could have stayed at home in bed. I made excuses up, but we don't do that. I'm here, innit? £15 a week, fam. I might as well walk.
I don't give a shit. Believe it or not, yeah, a few of us were here last season. What ended up happening was they questioned how we play, what we're doing when we're on a football pitch. And you know when somebody questions your heart, yeah, that's the biggest insult. Because that's who you are, innit? Yeah. Today, let's have some pride. You understand? Kingy's given us the challenge. He said, you've lost 2 games back to back. Where's your character now? It'd be lovely to get some points going home on a night like this. Do you understand? Yeah. It all adds up. It all adds up, boys. So give it your all, hands in. Yes, Kian, lead us, yard.
1, 2, 3.
Come on, boys, come on.
Nah, man. Nah, I hear all the action is, man. Got to hear the gaffers shouting, innit? That's what they want to do.
I don't shout.
That's what they really want to see.
Baby, if you're watching non-league, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Welcome back to another Saturday meal deal. This is the non-league journey following Big G, and today we've got Wellington away to Glebe. How do I not know this? Listen, we're away from home. Regardless, the relegation battle continues, and it's an early chance for Glebe. But thank God it's offside.
Even though the ball is not your side, if you drop out one, we can play and come out the other side. Don't switch off just because it's not there.
Or put it in behind.
Only real South London locals will recognise that chicken soup in Pitsy's hand. That is definitely Hivergreen Lane chicken soup from Coolbreeze. Anyway, we're back to the venue. Have you ever been at Glebe? It's not league, it's predictable, sometimes it ain't. The pitch is definitely going to play its part. And both JR and Kingy made it very clear we're going to have to change our style of play, especially with it being on one side of the pitch at times. When you're in that pocket of space, you've got to try and keep it in there. And if it is a 50-50, make sure you come out the other end of it. This pitch ain't going to allow it regardless. In the last episode, I had this troll, I think his name was Greaves, along those lines. And he was saying he would love to know who the team sheets were, but he was signing for one of the oppositions, which was funny about that. But anyway, Jordan Olds has been drawn out by Kwaku, who had a chance to hit the target, but he's missed it. And here we go. Briggsy, I didn't even know he could throw it that long. And it was a player that I used to play with. It was Aaron Lacey. He played for Mason. He said he made a career of having a long throw. Imagine that being your only talent. Not even good with a football. The number, I can't even tell who he is. Jamie Philpott, former player I used to play with. It falls to Malachi. Wasted.
Some of you are going to get some unpleasant phone calls tomorrow morning.
If there ever was going to be a club legend, it's this young man, Jamie Philpott. He is literally the most prolific striker in the league. And Corey just gave him a reducer. That's basically letting the centre forward know, oi, it's not going to be an easy day in the office for him. But let me give you a fun fact about Philpott. I used to call him Ugly as his nickname. And on top of that, he actually was so good that the chairman offered him accommodation while playing for the club. These are all facts, and that's definitely a high foot. So referee, get your booking out. I know it sounds a little bit rich coming from me calling another man ugly, but when you got a centre forward like Philpott, you want him to be the thorn in any team side. We've seen it before. Malachi strikes it, and it gives me a flashback to this amazing moment in my career. It was at Bromley, sold out stadium, big game, big players, and he's one of the biggest at it. Back into the video. What an absolutely hideous game of football it's been so far. But when you look at the pitch, you can see why no one can actually become quarrelsome with the gaffer. Like, they know what the pitch we're playing on. And it just gets even more frustrating when you make a mistake and it leads to this. You're going in to book the Black Star. You're going to have to pay your fine.
Reece, stay out! Reece, stay out!
Already, Glebe know their pitch like the back of their hand. Just like the back of their hand. I can't call him Seahold every week. But listen, the ball goes straight through to me as a keeper, so there should be no argument. Malachi tries to clear his lines. Unfortunately, it falls to a Glebe player. I can't quite see who it is, but I recognise the Gnabry looking player because he just played through the number 4. Saved by Big G. Follow up from Philpott. We've got the opening goal of the game. The Glebe hitman. He sees the ball rise up and uses a top of the laces technique. And all of a sudden, where are the defenders? Where's the midfield? Where are we? I
can tell you exactly where you are. You're one back heel away from conceding a second. Terrific save by the keeper. I can't believe it. They're back on the attack again. That's 3 in a row. Imagine if these boys were showing the same passion I do on commentary.
Time! Good, take this thing out of the game! Why the Tommy?
Nad drives one into Zach Answer at about knee height, and of course he deals with it. He puts Chinny in a back of Mike's race. All of a sudden we've got past the first 2 lines of defence, and then we get a reminder you ain't gonna do nothing. Oi, I don't want to even break into a song, but I'm sorry, Zach Answer. Ooh, I am for real. All of a sudden, Glebe are trying to ask for another goal, and the big man's in the way again. But we've got C. Maguire down, C. Holder down, and it ends up being a drop ball. And somehow, Glebe go on the attack. It's a routine save for me, and we come to the close of the half. What do you call ant without deck? Ah, for job. I don't give a shit.
Honestly, guys, yeah, that was probably one of the most embarrassing 45 minutes that I've ever been a part of. We played with no personality, no character, no grit, no desire, no fucking intensity. It's embarrassing. We are fucking lucky to be in here at 1-0. Honestly, without George, we are fucking lucky to be in here at 1-0 and to still be within a chance of getting something from the fucking game. But you honestly don't deserve it after that first 45 minutes. It was bad. I'll bring Chinny with you.
I don't give a shit who it is, leave now.
And you have to bring Chinny with you. Because what's happening is we're setting up in this shape, and the shape's absolutely fine, but then what happens is people start drifting.
G, you alright, mate? Your boss in here and your boss kiss.
Of course I am. It's about time we get to the competition winner. Let's stop talking about the past. Chris, bring it up. Nick. Here we go. Joe Manley, you're our competition winner. £40, RJ's Priceless Luton. Make sure you comment below Maguire. We want 400 likes. Skip her out.
We can't afford to have 2 fucking people out the game. Because now we're getting into the territory where we're no longer giving chances away. They're just playing through us. And that's something that's foreign to us this season. We haven't actually been there before where teams are just carving us. But this team is carving you open. When we have time and space, that's when your character has to show, because I fucking want it. When I'm on the pitch, I fucking want it. You lot are making me want to put fucking boots and shorts on. Because I know I have more personality and character than you lot. And I'm not fit. And that's embarrassing, because I'm not ready to play a game. But I know I do a fucking better job than half of you out there. And that's a fucking letdown.
The matchback said we want to be more direct. In the first 10 minutes, I'm trying to go in here. I'm trying to go to his feet. I'm trying to put the ball in behind. What do you think they do now?
Drop.
They drop off. Okay, cool. So when they drop off, what do we have?
More space.
We have more space to fucking play, boys. It's actually not rocket science. Even if ants don't fucking run. I'm putting it in that channel. Because by the time that guy turns, ants should be there. The only way you're going to wear this team down is by moving the ball. You have to move the ball. We've got to make better decisions on the ball. But I need to see that fucking shape, boys. I need to see our shape.
Barrett picks it up on the halfway line and plays it to his partner in crime. He gets his head up. He's got no one pressing him. He continues to step in, and he finds the wide man who's managed to combine. And a few times today, I've been looking at these combinations of play, and it's incredible. But C. Holder managed to step in, and it's C. Maguire. He has a tumble. He pulls the field part, and this man is the Kempen bully. Goal after goal. It's just, I don't know what to say. It's like watching Kermit defending time and time again. We have given him attack after attack, and somehow we've managed to be only 2-0 down. Opposition are through again. The incredible thing is we've got a man on the bench who has scored over 100 goals on a Sunday, and pretty much I think he might even be the top goal scorer in this league. But the result's the way it is, and he had asked Chris to obviously take him out of the episode, or at least blow him, but Chris ain't had enough time to do it, so we're gonna have to give you like at least 2 clips to remind him that the job ain't done. Nathan Palmer, nowhere near it, but we're gonna mention his name so he knows that he was part of this performance. Kia Gerard takes him out. Nathan Palmer's on the pitch. He's there. Play resumes. Alright, Glebe have got the ball. They look up, it's a big challenge in the middle of the park. It's a great header by Tyrese. But again, Glebe somehow managed to find themselves in on the attack. Oh no! Oh no! It's another goal! And on top of that, we've got a flipping bio! Oh God! My boy, see MAGUIRE! Chris, turn it off! Vlog done! We're out! The game, we ain't winning!
But when you're unlucky, it's the ref's fault. It's someone else's fault. Oh, my shorts don't fit me. Oh, whatever. There's always an excuse.
This is not the pro game, this is non-league. This is happening up and down the country. Teams are turning up, telling themselves they can get a result today. But what are you going to say when you're 3-0 down and this is the example of you trying to get points? At this point, I'm almost saying mind your own business and change the channel. What's going on here? World star! No chance, not on my watch. It's a ridiculous defending. But on top of this, it's just back and forth. This has got the essence of a Klitschko versus Shannon Briggs. It's such a one-sided affair. Time and time again, they've been able to get in behind the back line of Seaholder. And on top of that, you just seem to be thinking, who's going to throw the final knockout punch? If Arsenal could do it yesterday and try and come back from 3-1 down, surely we can. Let's go, champ! Unfortunately, it's the 22nd of April. It isn't the 1st of April, because then I'd be saying April Fools. I have no explanation for this. Glebe have obviously got the momentum, there's no two ways about it. But somebody has to make a challenge. You have to sometimes get a yellow card to break up their rhythm. And no one seemed to be able to get close enough. As Jamie Philpott completes the hat-trick with an unbelievable finish. I look at it and I just have to say, what a goal, sir. As the James Corden lookalike puts it in the top corner and says, look at the shape of you. Someone has to be held accountable. It's that simple. You know, at the top level you'd be saying, oh, if it's the Premier League, fellas are getting millions, it's their professionalism. No, at some point, hard work, running has to count for something. There hasn't been a commitment to the cause today, and that's why they've been able to break through so many times. I haven't even had an opportunity to even give you a highlight down the other end. It could be 5 or 6 today. And that is not good enough. For a player like myself to have to put out content like this for you to watch at home, I'm embarrassed. You should be embarrassed too. And we're all going to have to look back at this game and say to ourselves, where did I go wrong? The full-time whistle is gone. Wellington go home with 0 points to show for it. This has done us no favours. With teams in and around us winning their games and picking up points, this relegation battle looks like it will be going down to the wire, especially with our next opposition, Holland and Blair, being brought forward. I'm hoping that I'm showing you the reality of non-league. If you don't turn up ready to work, ready to run, focused, you will be punished. Pride and performance is everything. I hope that I've showed you enough today to say that my mentality is never to give up. But as the captain of this team, I also have to take accountability for the boys as well. Thank you for watching. Skipper out.
Have you read that down, bro?
I'll let the manager discuss that, bro. That was trenches, fam. Absolute trenches. Just looked like we had no confidence out there. Nothing about us as a team. And that's 3 losses in a row. And it's probably done us momentum-wise no favours. Question our character, do you know what I mean? Like me, I'm always at the brunt of it because I'm the keeper, so I'm the last line in it. And it feels worse, it feels so bad, fam. I know, bro.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but the work don't stop in it, and I just feel embarrassed, bro. Totally embarrassed.
There's not much to add after a beatdown like that. And that's what it was an absolute beatdown. But I think the result and the performance speaks for itself. I can see it in your faces. So everybody understands. This will be one of those games where everybody has to watch it and analyse. Because come the next game, when this changes, when this happens, when that happens, everybody understands.
Thingy, let me I'll say, I know I didn't play, it's easy to say, but I don't think that man care, innit? I'll be real. They just scored 3 goal of the season contenders against us. And we allowed it, innit? Man, we got embarrassed, and what's been different from when we was winning games or even losing 1-0 is that man was fighting for each other. Like, man was just happy to just look at a man and say, oh, like, it was his fault. Like, fair enough, like, what happened to Corey for the goal? Yeah, but he put his body on the line, you get what I'm trying to say? And if you put your body on the line, you're the first to get embarrassed. He didn't give up, he kept going. Get knocked down once, stand up, get knocked down again, stand up. He stood up and done it. Other men were happy to watch Corey get ripped and say, oh yeah, but it was Corey that got ripped. Do you get what I'm saying? But he didn't give up. We didn't do one thing well today. Not one. So if for that to happen, there's a problem. Do you get what I'm saying? So man, look at yourself, like, it's not for us to go in the group chat, unlucky, Kingy to tell us unlucky. Man knows it's not good enough, innit? Like, drop that attitude out. Like he said, if you're done, be done today, innit? Because we can't go into next week, Saturday, and get slapped again. Monday, get slapped again. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's mad. Man don't want to tell people we're getting slapped every game. That is shit. So if you're not with it, let us come to games with bare 11.